Hey there, fellow Factorians. We're back with another episode of Seablock, Bobs and Angels Seablock even, and we are standing here because this is our beautiful little farm that we set up last episode, and we've got just farm things, but we've got a full 20,000, let's turn the speed down again, we've got a full 20,000 nutrient pulp, and today's episode I want to use that nutrient pulp to make some stuff, and specifically I want to make some solid fuel. Yes, solid fuel, because there's some really good uses for solid fuel, and power being the optimal one, but it turns charcoal way up. Anyway, I'm clicking here because I just wanted to check. There was some issues with connectivity. And if we click on here, yep, we have connected. Power pointed out that somewhere along the way I connected up the two networks, and look, here we have our problem. All right, let's get. Luckily, I have one of these in my inventory. Let's disconnect you and disconnect you. There we go. Now we have you separate and you separate. Beautiful. Okay, that is very important for our setup because I'm not worrying too much about balancing power as we go. I'm just letting things kind of die. Speaking of dying, why is this not working? Because we're backing up again. All right. So the issue here, I need to change that to do that. There we go. All right. I pulled this out because this was actually using all of the crushed rock. Output priority to the left, and I wanted to prioritize it to go up here, so we didn't run out of crushed rock for our mineralized water. But obviously we're not using enough. We're not using enough because we only got a few algae farms going, and I mean, honestly, of all these algae farms, there's only like a couple of them. This one's the only one actually operational at the moment. Everyone else is blocked. Oh, these guys are going as well. All right, but yeah, we're not using enough. Which is really good that we're going to be increasing the efficiency of our fuel because we're already overproducing. Anyway, these things are needed. We've got 5k of that. All right, so let's have a look at solid fuel. Solid fuel. There we go. Solid fuel. So charcoal and methane. We don't actually have that. What do we have enabled? We've got nothing. We've got no research enabled. Okay, I thought the nutrient pulp got us solid fuel. Let's have a look at fuel oil. And fuel oil is used for solid fuel, but we actually don't have that research. We don't have that research. Man, I am well ahead of myself, aren't I? All right. Is there any research for solid fuel that is nearby? What is that one made from? Methane, hydrazine, ooh. And so this is the other one. Someone, oh sorry, I forgot who it was, left a comment about synthesis gas going to charcoal as well. But as we can see, that's actually behind blue science. So we're actually quite a while away from solid fuel. That's a little disappointing. A lot of research to get there. Blue algae, oil processing, well, actually, there's not that much, is there? It's all just green science. We've got 50, 50, 50, 50 at 30 seconds. 15 seconds. Okay, we can do this, but first things first. I had this thought at the end of the last episode, and I was going to start the research and do it, but I said no. Power will be very disappointed if I do research off camera. So, circuit network. There are probably a dozen times in the last dozen episodes that I have thought, man, I wish I could connect a circuit wire to this inserter and make life a little more automated. But now we can, and then we'll do this. All right, straight to solid fuel. Is that the best use of our time? I think it is, because power issues are important. All right, with that happening, and we can't do solid fuel. What are we going to do this episode? Well, one of the issues we've got is production. Our production is just it's slow. Let's face it, production is slow. some of the issues we're facing. So some of the issues we're facing, we've got a bit of a lack of slurry. Do we? We're kind of keeping up with it, aren't we? So we are. So we've got enough production for of slurry. Obviously got enough production of this to keep up with our slurry, because that's kind of a nice little group. I do have to keep an eye on this. This has run out a couple times of charcoal, and that stops everything. But that is really nice for the level that we've got, which is very, very slow. Very, very slow. So what can we do to speed this up? Well, more electrolyzers, more slag, more liquefiers, more filtration units, and more crystallizers. That is essentially the process, the path we would need to take. Do we want to do that? Because the other option is we just kind of we just allow sort of time to build up everything we need, which I think is a pretty inefficient methodology, isn't it? Sure is. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at our research. What have we? I've totally forgotten what we've researched, and there's bound to be something in here that we can use. Chemical processing goes into plastics at some point, doesn't it? Steel, chemical processing 2 maybe into plastics. Silicon processing. All right, we'll need that at some point. You know what? We don't have. We don't have like, I'm not going to say a mall, but we don't have a centralized point where we can actually make things. And specifically, I'm talking about what I'm thinking about here is I'm thinking about something like yellow belts. We are living on a prayer here, and especially in our algae area, of only doing 7.5 units a second, and that's basically meaning we're not getting any more throughput out of these as it stands. But we have access to yellow belts, and they are basic belts and tin plate, and then these are tin plate and these are basic circuit boards. So we have everything we need to actually make this a reality. It's just going to take a bit of space. And I'm just going to kind of jump a few blocks out here, and then I'm going to grab a bit more landfill because we're running a little bit low, and I'm using it a little bit willy-nilly. All right, we got 1,000 in our inventory. I'll keep it at that. All right, so this gives us a bit of room to expand. We don't need this to be in the middle of our base. This is kind of an area we'll come back to every now and again. So let's. This looks pretty good. Let's make it big enough, because we're going to need to start with. We're going to need a few more of those. We're actually out of ingredients for it, and iron is what we're missing. So let's see how our iron's going. Our iron is going wonderfully, actually. We've got tin. We've got lead. All right, that's pretty good. Let's make a few more of those because we can. All right. So what I want to do, I want to start with the basic belts. Basic belts. And where are they? Here we go. In the middle, we'll get you here. You need stone and you need copper cable. All right. So that's copper cable is going to be another thing that we need to make separately. Copper cable. And iron gear wheels as well. You need iron gear wheels too. Okay, so let's change this up a bit. Do you need iron gear wheels? No, you don't. How interesting. Just stone. Let's do a belt. Okay, let's improve this down to here. Make this a little bit bigger. All right. So if we made this actually like a mall, we could do that. And then we would need. No, we don't need long-handled inserters because these are long-handled inserters. Speaking of which, we should make some more. But what am I missing? Nothing. There we go. Make some more of those. All right. So where was I at? This needs. We need some of those. And on this one, I want to put I want to put copper cable and hang on, let's just see, what do I need for this? I don't need copper cable for this, but I do need iron gear wheels. And this needs basic circuit boards and tin plates. So maybe this isn't exactly what we want. Maybe this isn't exactly what we want. What if? Let's go back. Let's go back a step. We'll go back to this design because it's tried and tested. Tried and tested. All right, belts, splitters, and undergrounds. All right, so you need stone and you need tin and iron. So this is going to be iron gear wheels, and this is going to be copper cable. All right, and then these guys will go like that and that. You will go like that and like that, except I'll put you up here so we can put a pole in the middle there. You guys go like that and like that. You go like that and like that. All right, so now you have everything you need. You have everything you need once we get some boxes with some iron coming in. You will have everything you need with a box as well. Let's make some more boxes. Okay, so a box here. A box here. You guys have some of that. This can actually also feed into there. That's pretty nice. And then you just need a box over here. And okay, you're going to have that. You're going to have that. And you're going to have that, of all things. Okay, now that is actually sufficient. All right, see if that's going to work. No, all right, that's okay. How do we power this up? Something like this. You need one there, and all right. We have all these things working. We do have all these things working. That's wonderful. And our power situation, we'll have to sort that out sooner rather than later. All right, now over here, you need basic circuit boards and tin plate. I wouldn't actually mind having some basic circuit boards being produced. So we're going to turn you into basic circuit board production. Which maybe I can put you here. Basic circuit board production, which will take some of that and some wooden boards, because we've got a lot of wooden boards floating around. All right, so that'll go there, and we'll put you into a box here, which works out very, very nicely, because then we have a box there as well. All right, so you now get basic circuit boards. We can pop some tin plate into that same box. We could also pop a little bit of iron in there too, and make ourselves some gear wheels, and then we could do that. And then that would be everything you need. You need some tin and some iron gear wheels, and you need some tin and some iron gear wheels. We're probably. I'm like, I don't want to block the future applications of this, which is the next like red circuits, but red belts. But honestly, we're nowhere near red belts. Let's not worry about that. All right. So these guys need that, and this could be tricky. What if I put you there? Let's put a box here, and then it's just not going to work out. I was thinking like I do that, and then this has the tin in it, but no, that's not going to work. We'll have to do a box here and a box here. No, not there. We'll do that. There we go. All right. So this will go in there, and that'll go in there. And we wasted a power pole. I could just move that one up north, and it would have been fine. All right. So you need a little bit of tin. You need some tin. You also need some iron. All right. We're actually low on materials. Let's scope out our material situation. 200 lead is probably enough to be carrying around. I do actually want to take a few stacks of this, and yeah, I know 5 stacks seems like a good amount. 4 stacks of U is also a good amount, and let's say, yeah, 4 stacks of U. Okay, and first things first, I'm going to grab actually another stack of lead. We're going to go up to our science and make sure that we have enough supply to all our science bits. All right. So you are using iron, you're using the lead, but not much of it. Your copper, and that's pretty good. That's also pretty good. That looks a little bit light on. This is using 4 tin plate and 10 copper cable, so and 5 copper plate. Yeah, let's give you another half stack of that. You just need iron. We've got a good amount of iron there, so you're actually okay. You are dead. This is what's killing us. All right, let's put 2 of these and 1 of those. That's why I was wondering why it stopped, and all I could focus on was the green science, but it was red science that killed us. All right. So now that we have the materials over there sorted, let's try and get back to our area over here. So you're fine. You are in need of some iron. That's right. And then we need some outputs too. I forgot about outputs, didn't I? All right. How are we going to do that? If you're up there, okay. This is a little bit janky, but this will work. All right, you're outputting to there. You're outputting to there. We're gonna make 1 stack of undergrounds. We're gonna make 2 stacks of undergrounds, and 1 stack of those. All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So you needed tin, you needed iron, and you're getting the boards. We didn't grab any boards, but luckily we have boards on us. You are a big user of copper, and you are a user of tin. Not tin, iron. We're out of iron. I did use a lot of iron over in the research area. That would be it. All right, let's just beggar ourselves of iron in the name of faster belts. All right, where are we? Here we are, and voila. Okay, now we have some production. We've got 20 belts. 20 belts. What else? What else are we using a lot of? Well, pipe. We're definitely using a lot of pipe. Let's make ourselves a little pipe production over here. We're gonna have. We've still got a lot of copper. I guess we're gonna stick with copper pipe because it's what we have the most of. So let's do that. And what? Where are you going to go? You're going to go here. All right. So you'll do that. You'll do that, and then we can have a couple of guys there. You'll go there and there. Sure. All right. Inserter wise, we want you in there. We want you there, and we want you and you. Yeah, it's going to work, but we need an extra. Extra underground. All right, let's do that. You know what? Let's just do that. We'll pop in, maybe not all of it. Pop in that much, and we'll get this guy here rather than there. That'll actually work. All right, and this will do the job. It's pretty slow. We've still got enough power just for now. What else are we using a lot of? Circuits. We did set up some circuit production over here. We have circuit network. Okay. Let's make some circuit wire. So circuit wire is not as easy as it used to be. I think it needs like green circuits or something now. It's a little different. Where are we? There we go. All right. Yeah, there we go. Green circuits, which need advanced circuits. So let's do this. Let's do this over here. Let's expand over this way. let's put you here, and we're just going to copy you. We're going to copy you. You're going to be dedicated to making. No, that's ridiculous, isn't it? That's ridiculous. All right, let's do a box. That's what I'm going to do. All right, let's do a box here. Let's not do a box there. Let's do a box there, because I keep forgetting that we have the ability to go around in corners. Let's pick that up. All right. So we'll always have a stack of those, and that'll just keep building up from our wooden boards, of which we are running out. And then from that, we are going to make basic electronic boards, which is going to be a little more difficult than just putting that in there, of course. You're going to go from there. No, you're going to go from there up to there. All right, so you need solder and basic electronic components. All right, these two things we do not really have set up at the moment. So basic electronic components, tinned copper wire, we've been there before, and carbon. Ooh, we actually have 126 carbon on us. It also needs solder, and solder is in one of these, isn't it? There it is. So solder from solder mixture, and solder mixture comes from lead and tin in our burner. All right, so we can do this over here, kind of. If I put that there, and then we have, yep, we got one of these goes here. So that'll be our solder, and we're out of stuff. We're out of stuff. How's our iron going? Not great. Not great. All right. Inserters is definitely something else we want to upgrade, isn't it? So where's my pellets? Get some pellets in there. That's good. And you are going to be making components. Yes, basic electronic components. So you need some tinned copper. Tinned copper. We can build it out here, sure. Let's just shrink this down a wee bit. Something like that should be sufficient. Yes, all right. So you, my friend, let's build this out just a wee bit more. All right. We need copper cable. Copper cable. It's around here somewhere. There we go. And tin copper. You need tin and you need copper. Yep. No surprises there. All right. We do need more of these. We are definitely running low on iron now. Starting to use a lot of it in this little production area. There we go. And one of those. And then you need tin and copper. And we also need power, surprisingly. All right, so there's our tin copper wire, and we'll have a box here for carbon. How are we making carbon? I don't even remember how we made carbon. Let's have a look. Carbon comes from charcoal and nitrogen. That is not what we're doing. Charcoal and steam. That's right. We had the steam turbine producing that. I forgot about that. All right. Well, for now we'll have 126 carbon in there, which will make 126 times 10 components. It'll keep us going for a little bit. All right. Now, what's going on with you? You're missing tin plate. I did this one the wrong way. There we go. And I need you to pick up from there and drop off from there. I did everything the wrong way. And now you're carrying copper. All right. Thank you. There we go. So this is now operational, and then we just need. Oh gosh, I'm out of assembly machines. We're out of iron. This probably hasn't done too much. Oh well, yeah. Look, it's not too bad. But we can see the problem we're having. All right, let's make one of these. It's all right. I can grab some of those. All right, make another one of these, and so you're making solder mixture from lead and tin plate. All right. Okay, lead and tin plate, solder mixture. and into here. Okay. Lead and tin plate. There we go. Solder mixture, making solder. Into here we go, and we're just missing components because I haven't actually put that in there like that. But also, there's no use us carrying these around if we're just going to have these like this. Now I feel bad for stealing all those. And oh gosh, we're out of boxes. Wow, we've really been busy in this little area. Okay, so you're now putting those in there. We're going to have one stack of them because they stack to 100. Now, that gives us some of these, which will allow us to make some of this with some iron. Hey, all right, let's just grab this. All right, 5. 5 is all we can make because we have no copper. Where can I steal some copper from? Not over here. You're actually done. You are done. All right, still a little bit of copper there, and let's make a bit more. All right. So here, I want to say to you, only put some in there if we have 50. Let's just keep a stack of, well, not a stack, but an amount of basic. Here we go. Basic circuit boards. We'll keep say 50 here. So if this is greater than 50, you can enable. Now we have 20. All right. There's our first use of the circuit network. It's delightful. All right. The next thing we want to make was inserters. Inserters. But we are feeling the crunch of materials right about now. How are we doing for tin plate? Grab a bit more of that. All right, we've got a bit of junk on us though that we can get rid of. So let's get rid of this solder. Let's get rid of these components. That's research related. We're not using that anywhere here. We can get rid of some stone over here. I like having stone on me. That's something. These things we don't need. That's kind of all we can get rid of here, isn't it? I didn't get any more wooden boards though. If only we had a place where there were wooden boards. Oh, surprise, surprise. All right. Let's just grab half of it and go plonk that in a chest over here. So then we don't have to worry about running over here again. There we go. You are running low on copper. There we go. What's going on with you? You've got not enough tin, which is supposed to be coming from here. And we only made 4 of those. Well, that is depressing. They use a lot of tin, that's why. 14 tin each. Wow. We're not getting too many of them. You're also running low on tin. You are running low on iron gear wheels because this guy has run out of iron plate. And you know what? Maybe we don't want to give you all that iron plate. Maybe we don't. So you've maxed out. And we still only have 20 of these. All right. I guess it's just the lack of iron. We don't have iron going in here just yet. There we go. All right, 21. Okay, it's a wonderful sight. We've got our pipe. We've got 100 of that. We got 30 of that. We ran out of copper here. There we go. There's a bit more copper. Inserters. What do we need for inserters? What level thing? Basic circuit boards. All right, just basic circuit boards. We can't really grab any basic circuit boards here, can we? Not really. All right. We do have 50 there now, which is nice. So we are getting some of these. Look at that. This is at least working well. You are out of everything. I'll give you a bit more of everything. You are just backed up because you are going very slowly, which is okay. I don't mind that. I don't mind it at all. All right, we're at 30 minutes. Let's just try and get inserter production happening here as well. I'm just ruining how close now we actually put this. Like, why do this? it's very functionally okay, but it does not make our life easy. What if I rip you out and put you here, and then we actually have no more? Can I steal some of this? I can. All right, let's make another one of these. So you were doing gear wheels. You were going to there, and you will pick up from there, but we're not getting gear wheels now because you, whatever reason, decided to pick up some basic electronic boards. Each to their own, I guess. Each to their own. There we go. And yeah, we can give you a little bit of that. Sure. Pop you there, but the reason we did that is so that we can do this. Yep, it's we've dug ourselves in a little bit of a hole already. Interestingly though, that can share from there to get everything it needs, except for these. Wow, that surprisingly actually worked out really well. No, not through any planning at all, but now we're just missing iron. And you know what? It's the end of the episode, so game speed 5. Let's produce some more iron. While that's happening, though, let's limit this because I don't want to make a million of them. So now we can see the problem with our setup is that we just don't have enough production, material production. That's a waste if ever I've seen it. Yes, there's not enough material production. Look, this is very, very slowly eking its way out, and yeah, we need to ramp this up if we want to have any semblance of production of certainly of yellow belts. And maybe I'm too early on the yellow belts. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe I should ease off on the yellow belts, and we can use these. We use the yellow belts over here where we need them. But I mean, look at these areas here. They do not need yellow belts, and that's probably what we should do. So this is such a nice setup, though, isn't it? Let's pull these guys out and put in some boxes. Actually, I didn't need to pull them out, did I? Because all we needed to do was do that, and we'll do that, and nope, we'll do that one. All right, there we go. And we'll just say 2 of them, stack of them. That's way too many, isn't it? And 1 of them. All right, and then we can not be too worried about this section up here. This section over here, we still want to go for inserters. So let's see if we can, at top speed, run over here and grab some iron. All right, so if you have a little bit of iron, you can make some inserters. If you have a little bit of iron, you can make some belts for us. And then the belts can go into these things. You need some copper. There we go. All right. And yeah, you're just waiting on belts. The iron, man, the iron disappears in a flash. Anyway, that's all we're doing this episode. This kind of thing. I mean, it's handy. Honestly, I'm sick of handcrafting all these things, and just having some available to run and grab is going to be very nice. I'm not going to worry about too much of them all because there's so many very particular things in Bobs and Angels to make stuff. Like you use like a blast furnace once every 10 episodes. You use a crusher once every 10 episodes. You use a liquefier, a algae farm, those kind of things. We can just handcraft them as we need them. There will be further on the tech tree stuff that we have to craft in a assembler. I mean, even now you can see like carbon needs to be an assembler for the steam. But other than that, we'll just we'll keep this kind of fairly small, just with the things we're going to use a lot of. And next episode, we will have a look at how we can get more materials in. And already I can see we've actually run out of materials for our science. So I'm going to grab a bit more of that. But we are getting very close. We're actually getting very close to solid fuel, which is very surprising. But that's all pretty good. I'll get those materials going. We should. I mean, there's no reason why in this kind of dead time, that we don't just craft a bunch of wood pellets that we can use around the place. Other than that, though, that is going to be the end of the episode, except, of course, for the usual and, as always, appreciative thanks to all of my patrons, and I will see you tomorrow.